It is Sunday, July 19th, 2026. It's about 7:30 in the evening. The sun's getting ready to set. You can see there in the trees the sun is coming down. And I wanted to take a moment and give a little bit of an update here at the pasture. I watched part of the shepherdess's recent video where she went to Namibia, I believe. And there's a guy down there farming on something like 80,000 acres, but it's like desert. It gets like less than an inch of a rain a year, and so they're using the dorper breed. And he was talking about how he like grades the dorpers and stuff like that. And the whole time he was talking, the only impression that I had, and again, I'm not an expert. Don't take my word above his. He probably knows way more than I ever will. But my impression, right or wrong, is that when you breed for certain traits and attributes, you might lose some of the other traits and attributes. So at least that's what I'm telling myself so I can go to sleep at night. I went down, looked at my sheep. They're all down there in the sun. It's 96 degrees right now. Some of them got into this row and a few more of them got into outside of the row. But when I showed up, they all went back to where they're supposed to be, which tells me they know where they're supposed to be. I just need to be out here more often and remind them. But the sheep that I have is a ragtag bunch. They're all very different from each other. Mostly I guess it's Katahdin, St. Croix. There's a little bit of dorper in there. There's even some Barbados. And my issue is I'm trying to get the genetics to survive out here grazing in northeast Texas, where we get a lot more rain than they do in Namibia. And the size of the animals is not terribly important to me right now. The shape of their heads, that kind of stuff doesn't really matter that too much to me. I didn't watch the whole video. It was pretty long. But I'm just looking for animals that survive. And I'm not there yet. So I was thinking maybe I should do a very light treatment of dewormers and things like that. But I don't know, man. I don't think I'm going to do it at all. I'm fairly convinced that what's dropping most of my animals is worms or some combination of that. I'm not convinced that's the root cause. I think part of the root cause is they're not getting the necessary nutrients they need. And the other cause is that they, I don't know. I think that's probably what it is. That's what I'm assuming it is they're not getting everything they need out here. And that's part of the reason why they keep breaking out of the rows. They're looking for something. Right now I have them on minerals. I'm feeding them salt mixed with the sheep supplement that I got from Premier One Supplies. I am somewhat convinced right now that the protein blocks were not good for the sheep, especially in the heat. It might be okay in the winter time, but here in the summertime, it seems to, a simplistic cause and effect, it seems to have caused problems, right? So I'm kind of at a loss on what to do here in the summertime besides feed minerals. There's that period of time between spring and summer, which is like late May to mid-June, sometimes late June, where there's just not a lot of good forage. The spring grass is all dried up and the summer grass just isn't here in bulk quantities yet. And they seem to have a hard time during that time. So I haven't really decided how I'm going to handle it next year. But for now, I'm just going to keep experimenting, keep like documenting and keep reminding myself about what's going on. Cattle are in the back 20 right now. You can see, I thought I saw one over there. They're probably in the woods trying to keep cool. But yeah, it's 96 degrees. This week is going to get over 100. I think on 3 or 4. Yeah, you can see them out there in the sun. They're in that southern half of the pasture. But it's going to be hot. And the only defense that I really have right now is the shade of the trees. And so for the next week, I'm going to try to make sure the sheep and the cows all have access to plenty of shade. I don't want to see them all bunched up together under shade. I want to see them kind of spread out because there's plenty of room. And if I need to, I can always move them to a different part of the pasture, though this is the shadiest part of my pasture. But I do have some backstops I can do. Though tomorrow I'm planning on selling all these cows. So if I can get them all loaded up, I'll get them sold. And then it'll just be the sheep out here. So if I do the sheep, I probably have another 2 weeks here in this wooded area, maybe a week and a half. And then what I can do is just go back down to the northern side, just north of the pond, or south of the pond there, and give them some more shade and just re-graze this if I need to. It should be fine. So, yeah, how you doing there, mister? Yeah, this one likes me, which scares me a lot. Yeah. Anyway, nothing else really to add. You guys have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.